Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be testing and reviewing this newly launched Color Bar foundation. This is the Color Bar 24 hours weightless liquid foundation. So this is the foundation that I'm wearing on my skin currently. I'm going to be doing a first impressions on this, kind of like a review, a little bit of a review on how I feel about this foundation thus far. So without wasting much time, let's get started with today's video, before which please take a minute to hit the red color subscribe button right underneath this video, and also hit the bell notification so that you get notified every single time I upload. So let's get started. So starting off, this is the Color Bar 24 hours weightless liquid foundation. Thanks to YouTubers like Shreya Jain and Jovita George, now we have 30 different shades in this particular launch from Color Bar. This is the 24 hours weightless liquid foundation. This is a 25 ml tube. This comes in a nice tube packaging, like you can see, and they have 30 different shades. They have FC shades for cool undertone and FW shades for warm undertone, and my shade is FW 3.3. This is a tad light for me. I'm basically NC40 in MAC, and this is a little bit light for me, but I can manage and I can work with it if I color correct, and if I bronze up nicely like this, then I can manage wearing this. And I basically got this foundation from the Color Bar website itself. It wasn't launched on Nykaa when I ordered this, but now you can find this on Nykaa itself. You have all the 30 shades, and this retails for about rupees 9.95, and this is the box it came in with. I also ordered the Color Bar blush. I actually got the Color Bar blush in the shade Rosy Peach or something, which is what I'm wearing right now on my skin as well. So I got the shade Rosy Peach, I guess, yeah. And then I also placed an order for the Sweet Scarlet blush from the Color Bar website when I purchased this foundation. So this is the shade, which is FW 3.3, and the price, as I've already told you, is 9.95. Now coming to the packaging of this foundation, it comes in this cardboard box. This is how the box looks like. You have the shade number written right on top of it. You do not get any shade names, there are only numbers, and you have all the details on the back of the box, including the price and all that. And it states that it's a first of its kind hydrating long wear foundation that delivers it all with comfortable medium to full buildable coverage, 24 hours stay. And it also states that it makes your skin look very nice and smooth, and this is a 24-hour long wear foundation. I do not recommend that you wear any foundation for 24 hours, but yeah, those were the claims of this foundation. The inner packaging is super good. I love the packaging. It looks very nice in this beautiful glossy tube. The best part is it comes in a tube, so it's travel friendly. You can take it anywhere, and also it comes with a pump. If you open it, it comes with a nice pump. It's a very good quality pump. You can pump out the foundation and use it. Coming to the texture of this foundation, it's a pretty thick texture. I'll insert clips of me swatching the foundation on my hand, and that's the texture of the foundation. It's pretty thick. It's not at all runny. At the same time, it's very easy to blend on your skin. You would be seeing it in the demo section how easy it was for me to blend this foundation out. And I used 2 layers of this foundation, and it gave me medium coverage. I had to kind of hide these blemishes that I have right here with a concealer. It did not cover my blemishes at all, and it is not a full coverage foundation. It's a very medium coverage foundation. It's not light coverage foundation as well. It's a very medium coverage foundation. It is thick, but at the same time, it's a little bit lightweight on the skin. I don't feel it heavy or cakey or very heavy on the skin. It does not give me that feeling. It's a very nice texture and finish. The finish is a satin finish. It's not completely matte, nor it is completely dewy. It did give me a glow right here. I've actually topped off with a highlighter, but without the highlighter also I had a glow right here. It gave me a little bit of a glow to the skin on the tops of my cheeks and stuff, and it's a very nice satin matte finish. That's what it claims as well, but it's not full coverage. Overall, I'm really happy with this foundation. I'm very happy with this purchase. I would be demoing it on my skin. I would also be comparing the shade with the shades that I already have from other brands like MAC and Wet n Wild. So if you're interested, please continue watching this video. So let's start with swatching the foundation first. So here I have the foundation. I got it in the shade FW 3.3, and yeah, I guess that's the shade. Yeah, it's FW 3.3. It comes with a pump, and I'm gonna just swatch it on my jawline. It looks a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but let's do a shade comparison of this with my other foundations like MAC and Wet n Wild. So I'm gonna swatch it here. Like you can see, it's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but with color correction I think I can make it work. So this is the swatch of this foundation. I'm going to be swatching my MAC foundation right next to it. I'm in the shade NC40 in MAC, and I'm going to swatch it like right next to that. Like you can see, the MAC foundation is a little bit more darker and more yellow tone. This is not that much yellow tone, sort of like a beige tone, I would say. I hope this oxidizes so that it matches my color. So this is the MAC NC40, and let's move on to Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild, it's a little bit darker than my skin tone, but I like the shade match of this foundation. So this is the Wet n Wild foundation. So this is the Color Bar foundation in FW 3.3. This is MAC NC40, and this is Wet n Wild in the shade Desert Beige. So now let's do a little bit of color correction and we'll move on to the application. So I've color corrected my face and I've set it with a powder. Like you can see, I have a lot of blemishes going on my face, and this foundation claims that it's medium to full coverage. I'm going to apply a layer of this foundation. I'm going to try and build it up a little bit as well. I'm going to be using a sponge to apply this. I don't like using brushes personally to apply the foundation. So I'm taking about 2.5 pumps on the back of my hand, and the foundation is very thick. It's not a runny consistency. Like you can see, it's very thick. So I'm just gonna pick it up and then just dot it. Like you can see, it's lighter than my skin tone, yes, but since we've color corrected, it should somehow work. I wish I had picked up a shade darker, but the shade darker was like FW 4.3 or 4.4. It was too dark, so I decided to go with this shade only. But let's just see. I have a little bit of foundation left on my hand. I'm going to pick it up and then blend it along with this. It blends nicely. It's not really hard to blend, and it does match a little bit with my skin tone. And no, it doesn't cover that blemish right there. It's still peeking through, but we're gonna try and build it up. I'm gonna pick the foundation up and just build it in these areas. No, doesn't cover that up, but I really like the finish of this foundation, as it claims it's a satin finish. It's not too dewy, it's not too matte, though it's thick. I thought it's gonna be matte, but it's a satin finish, I would say. Let me just add in another layer of this foundation, build it up, and see if I can bring it to a full coverage. But I mean, it does say that it's medium to full coverage, so I'm just gonna be applying it on my problematic areas. And then I'm just gonna try and blend this out. Okay, this time it's covered a little bit better. I'm just taking the rest along my neck. So that's how 2 layers of the foundation looks like. Thus far it's blended really nicely, although it does not offer full coverage, it offers medium coverage, you can still see. But this is like a really bad pimple mark, I would say. It's a really hard blemish to conceal, plus it has a little bit of texture. It's raised above the skin, so it's fine, but this one I thought it would cover this one, but it didn't. But it's fine. I really like the coverage. It's sort of like a medium coverage. It's not at all full coverage, and you cannot build it up to a full coverage foundation. So thus far I like it. Like you can see, it gives like a nice glow right here. So that's why I said it's a satin finish foundation. I'm sorry I keep looking there because there's my viewfinder, so I keep looking at my skin I keep seeing how it looks. So that's 2 layers of foundation done. I'm quickly going to apply concealer and powder it. So for concealer, I'm going to be using this Tarte Shape Tape concealer. This is a mini one and I'm in the shade Tan Sand. I'm going to use a little bit of concealer. This is Robert Welch's technique, if you're wondering. I really like this technique and I've been doing my concealer this way. A little bit around my mouth, ridge of my nose and forehead, and let's see if it conceals this blemish. I'm trying so hard to conceal these blemishes, you guys. It's just so annoying. So let's try and blend this out. This concealer is a very nice concealer. It offers nice amount of coverage, like you can see. So that's the coverage. Yeah, that did the trick. I'm just gonna spray my sponge with a setting spray, but because it's like really dry. Yeah, that blends it really nicely. The foundation looks so good. I'm gonna set only underneath my eyes and wherever I've concealed and not my entire face. Let's see how the foundation looks after that. So I'm gonna use this Rimmel Stay Matte powder in the shade Warm Honey, and I'm gonna set it, use it to set underneath my eyes. I'm just setting underneath the eyes. Like you can see, it's set beautifully underneath the eye. So this is my problematic area, so I'm going to set there because I sweat a lot over there. So I'm just going to set this place really nicely and on my chin a little bit, and this is somewhere that I conceal, so just a little bit there. So rest of my face I'm going to leave it like that, and towards the end of the video I'll let you know my final thoughts on how this foundation looks. First impressions, I really like this foundation. I think it looks really nice on the skin. It's not full coverage and the shade match could have been a little bit better. Maybe I should have gone a shade deeper, but it's fine. I tried to manage with the shade. I'm gonna bronze up really nicely and just gonna make sure it looks a little bit better on me. Thus far I really like the application of the foundation. The texture is so good. I'm so happy with the shade range. There are like 30 shades in this foundation, and that's the application bit. Now you'll be seeing my final thoughts on the foundation. My final thoughts about this foundation is that I've actually worn this foundation for an hour, I would say, because I wore this foundation. I filmed other makeup videos, other videos for my YouTube, and after 1 hour this is how the foundation looks like. It does not look bunched up, it does not look cakey, and this is the highlighter, and that's why it's looking dewy and a little bit oily, but otherwise it's the highlighter and not the foundation. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. I did not set my face as well. I set only the areas where I concealed, and I feel that the foundation is sitting really nicely on my skin. I do not see it bunching up on my skin. I don't see weird textures on my skin. It looks extremely smooth and nice, and I would give this foundation a thumbs up. But thus far I'm really liking this foundation. Very nice, super blendable medium coverage foundation. So if you're looking out for a medium coverage foundation, then you can definitely go for this. The price is also okay, it's $9.95, but the quantity is a little less. It's 25 ml. Usually in foundations you get 30 ml. And overall I'm happy with this foundation. This foundation gets a thumbs up from my side. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please share, comment, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you next time in another interesting video. Until then, take care. Tata, bye bye.